Oh dear, this won't... Oh, hello. I'm sorry, I was just muttering to myself. I'm in some trouble and... Wait! You could help me! You're clearly not from around the Imperial City, and I need someone's help most desperately. Someone unaffected by the politics of this place. Well, you see, there's been a mix-up. No, an error. Oh, who am I kidding? Some bastard has changed my play! I am Incisive Chorus, the playwright. I'm sure you've heard of me. And if not, you have... now, I suppose. One of my productions has been touring the countryside and catching people's attention. We were asked to bring it into the city and perform here in the Golden Way. The play must go on, but not as they want it. The play's been changed, you see. One very key piece of the play has been rewritten. Once you change this scene, you change the very soul of the production. It's hardly my play at all if they perform it their way. They've changed it from a commentary of man's inhumanity to man to a satire of the Empire. I tell you truthfully that they've lost the whole point of the piece. There's that too. Anyone could take offense. Now I'm doubly concerned. I will gladly offer you the going rate for a leading man, just for a walk-on part. I need you to take a role in the play and read the role the, original way. You have a most regal bearing, so I'd expect you'd have no major problems at any rate acting the role of Lady 14 Flowers.
That's a generous offer. Lead roles pay fairly well.
If you talk to first-degree thespian Fong up by the pagoda, tell him you're the replacement actor. He'll be desperate, so all you'll have to do is read the proper lines. Here's a copy of the original script for your scene. Pivotal, I assure you. This copy reads properly, not like that edited pile of dung. Hurry over to the large pagoda overlooking the Golden Way and tell Fong that you're the replacement. They won't wait forever, so step quickly to it. Remember, you'll have to memorize your lines. No script on stage, of course. Also, make sure you read from this script. Now, good... No, you're about to perform, so I shan't jinx it. Get to it!
Excuse me, you're in my way, and I'm trying to keep an eye out for our replacement actor. You? You're the replacement? Well, why aren't you in costume? If you're going to be playing Lady 14 Flowers, you'll need your dress! There's no time for you to run back and get yours. I'm sure we can find one to fit in the back, though most of our performers are less... broad. Did they give you a copy of the script when they sent you over here? Let me see that. No! This is all wrong. They sent you with the old script. Bloody Actors Guild is staffing itself with water buffaloes, I tell you. Here, have it back. The script's recently been revised, so even if you're familiar with the old version, read it again for the changes before you head on stage. Well, a southern noble funded the location and travel for us, but wanted to make a few tweaks. We couldn't afford to miss the exposure. Our writer wasn't that happy, but we accepted the revisions, and here we are. I'm sure your Actors Guild told you that we have standard rates. We'll happily pay you the going rate for a lead, especially since this is short notice. Ruin your scene and you get nothing, just like normal. Understand? Just get at least half the lines correct, and the crowd will figure out what's happening. Any less than that, and it becomes one of those obscure plays no one likes. Now, Read that script over. Come talk to me when you've got it, and we'll get you into final costume and onto the stage. Have you read the script? Do you feel one with Lady 14 Flowers yet? Why are you guild actors all the same? Isn't the money motivation enough? Look, you're playing a noble lady in the court of the first emperor, Sagacious Tien. Your scene is opposite another noble, Fortunate Puzzle. You're bringing word to the court that the Emperor has halted his advance on the horse lords. What else? You're kind of sad, depressed even. There, if you're as professional as the guild said you'd be, that should be enough to work on. That's the spirit! Let's get you into the back and costumed up, Lady 14 Flowers.
Watch closely. We shall see if the informant was accurate.
Imagine condemning the Jade Empire at its heart. The fools.
All of heaven's blessings guide him, but Sagacious Tien has been absent from the palace for such a time. His conquests of the northern kingdoms have kept his light from us. All the scattered kingdoms have seen the light of his rule, and our emperor's advisors grow in number. The arable lands to the south, all the way to the useless jungles, which were left as nothing for the Monkey King, are fused into the mighty Jade Empire. To the east, Sagacious Tien has spread his light to the very waters themselves, and lo, to the west he found enlightenment among the hills of the 6 holy scrolls. But what word from the wastes of the horse lords? Aha! What is this? Why, 'tis Lady 14 Flowers. We can only hope she brings word. My dearest Lady 14 Flowers, under what banner does your entourage travel today? Peace in the north? Could this be? Have all the horse lords been subjugated so easily? Heaven smiles upon the Empire today. Your arrival here is certainly welcome, as your kingdom is one of the most recent to join the Jade Empire. We have had word that the hostilities have ceased. Tell me, most gracious lady, when was this momentous decision reached? You phrase that most interestingly, Lady 14 Flowers. Why do I sense there is more to this story? But surely the might of the Jade Empire is unquestionable, and our will to victory unswayed. And tell me, most gracious madam, when the final blow was struck, where was our noble leader? Deep in the wastes of the north? Surely you mean the far edge. The Horse Lord camp's broken behind him. There's been nothing but the gentle drafts of spring here in the Imperial city for weeks. With such a chill in the air, was this some time ago? My lady, I sense that there is more to your story than I have gleaned. Perhaps my own perceptions blind me. It seems to me that some part of your story remains untold. Do my questions block the truth? Tell me this, if nothing else, good lady. When the cry for peace rose up, who was it that our great emperor turned to? The heavens had turned to him? These words, are they riddles? Wait, what word is this from the front? The Emperor sends word of his return. The Horse Lords are unconquered, but our forces were undefeatable. What happened to cease the expansion of the Empire, dear lady? A celestial event, most auspicious. And so, our most noble emperor saw a sign from the heavens. Our mighty armies poised to crush the Horse Lords and stretch the empire to the ends of the earth, but we stopped. For now, even I see that there are limits to ambition, and overreaching those limits invites nothing but disaster. All praise the Emperor, for his wisdom is infinite. My lady, you have my deepest thanks for bringing this news to us. I shall inform the court immediately.
What in the dragon's eye was that? I saw no treason there. Oh, the informant will suffer for a lifetime.
You there, Lady 14 Flowers. The crowd loved it. Fantastic performance. You managed to hit every line perfectly.
I'll admit that was truly memorable.
Our sponsor may not be happy with the version you read, but I've always preferred the old version of the play anyway. I guess Incisive Chorus put you up to this, because I know I gave you the new script to study. Good for him. I believe I owe you an actor's fee. Enjoy. I'm glad you were here to fill in. We would have sunk faster than a bottomless boat without a solid Lady 14 Flowers on hand. Rather fun. Now I know you're not one of the guild actors. They're never positive about anything. Oh well, no harm done, I'm sure. The performance wouldn't have gone on without you, professional actor or not. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have things I must attend to.
Had your, moment, did you? I never attend my own plays. No, much too nerve-wracking. Someone goes for me. She is very kind to do that. I heard how it went. Fantastic! The scholars loved it. One's already asked for a copy of the manuscript. I'm sure there will be more. Perhaps as many as 3. Here, I promised you this, and you should have it. Yes, that's it. Enjoy, and thank you so much. Oh, so much to do. So many, copies to make. Yes! Ha!
I've missed the city for everything wrong with the...
The Scourge of the South has destroyed whole villages in the south. Many innocents have suffered at the hands of the Scourge.
These bounties won't collect themselves. Greetings, citizen. Imperial Captain Sen at your service. Are you one of the mercenaries come to help me track down some criminal scum? If you are who I'm waiting for, you have some explaining to do. Admittedly, you don't resemble the ones described to me, but they're several days late. No doubt they'll blame it on the foolish ghost stories. Criminals with lucrative bounties on their heads. I need help tracking down a pair of criminals. Are you interested in a little well-paying work? These 2 scoundrels have eluded my best efforts, so I'm turning to bounty hunters. It's harder to run when your pursuers are not in a uniform.
This could be an entertaining diversion, and a good way to earn some extra silver.
I'm searching for an arsonist and a notorious confidence man. Find and eliminate either one, and there's a standard bounty in it for you. A wise decision. The 2 criminals are Fading Moon and Creative Yukong. Fading Moon is an arsonist who was last spotted heading for the necropolis. Creative Yukong has virtually disappeared, though we may be able to learn something from Lady Rento, the wife of the man Yukong bilked. She's in the Imperial arena. Fading Moon is an arsonist. Her first fires were in the poor quarters, but her last one spread to the Market District Gate. Last we heard, she'd escaped to the necropolis. Well, as I said, she confined them to the poor districts. She would have been impossible to catch in that rat's nest. More frankly, there isn't enough money to make it worth my effort. Yukong fleeced some silver from Lord Rento, a powerful man in the Ministry of Harmony. Yukong is a master of disguise, and he has hidden himself somewhere in the city. Lord Rento is away on court business, but his wife informed me that she'd be in the heart of the Empire in the Imperial arena if we needed her. You could start there. Right you are. Remember to keep an eye out for anyone suspicious.
Out of sheer spite, the Scourge flooded ancient ruins, wantonly destroying our... Be on the lookout for the Scourge of the South. It is your duty as citizens of the Empire to report anyone who matches this description. Keep an eye out for a strange-looking man in priestly robes. Reports suggest he is well over 7 feet tall and fully armed. This man is very dangerous. Do not try to apprehend the Scourge of the South, but instead report what you've seen to the authorities immediately.
The Scourge of the South. I wonder how many people I'd have to steal from to get a name like that. With that description, they'll never find you.
Poor Chang. If only I had...
Why haven't I seen any activity among the Lotus Assassins yet? You should talk to the contacts I gave you. Remember our arrangement? You secure the evidence of the army Death's Hand is building, and I'll get you to the palace to confront my father. I'm sure you are, but if you did it quicker, we would all benefit. Death's Hand grows stronger, and my father grows weaker.
I can't agree with this. You don't know what you're getting into. You don't know the danger they represent.
Really? What did you see while hiding in your swamp? I've observed Death's Hand for years, both in the palace and elsewhere.
You could have 4 faces and a different name and wardrobe for each, and you still wouldn't understand. Death's Hand is not what he seems.
Then what, pray tell, is he?
I don't know. But his power does not come from study or skill. He is something darker, and we should not be trying to enter his lair.
It sounds like Sagacious Zoo wants to go back into hiding. Or perhaps the nursery? Pay no attention, not everyone is as weak as he is.
Thank you for listening, but I want more than caution. Neither of you understand what they are capable of.
You aren't doing much to add to our understanding. Go sulk in the corner like you're accustomed to doing.
This is not helping anything. Are we any closer to getting to the Lotus Assassins so this accursed woman will help us find Master Li?
Oh, she spits fire at last. Now I see how the child left her little village. She has some spirit in her after all. And she's also right. We are no closer to finding the secret plans that Death's Hand has been making. You have to move quicker. Go to the Imperial arena to meet the Executioner, or speak with Scholar Don Gao in the Scholar's Garden about the Inquisitor. I wish you luck. Once you have gained the trust of the Lotus Assassins, we will plan how to proceed.
I trust your plans go well, despite the dangers you face and inflict. Is there something I can do for you? It is a foolish idea. You do not understand the seductive nature of the assassins and what they do to recruits. It does not take much to make a person forget who they are. With a little effort, they can be pushed past any morals they might have claimed. Cloaked in service and honor, even the most depraved of barbarity soon becomes unremarkable. A naive assumption. Perhaps you can avoid direct participation, but their fanaticism will still affect you. The rot that is Death's Hand permeates the complex. He was made our leader during the raising of Dirge. He replaced Sun Qin, who along with the glorious strategist, never returned from that campaign. I did not serve Death's Hand long, but when the orders came, he never questioned. The connection is more direct than loyalty, and he instills that in his Lotus assassins. That is how so many were driven to kill without cause, and why I decided no more. There was more to that event. You are right to sense it. But I have kept my silence for so long that I must carefully consider the repercussions of breaking it. I must inevitably deal with my demons. Your destiny demands it. But I must also know that those demons will be put to rest, not exploited. For many years, I did nothing. If I had known Master Li was the glorious strategist, so much could have been resolved one way or another. In the end, I will have to trust that you are enough his student to find a way to protect what I cannot. So you claim. I am not accustomed to words having such weight. We should resume your mission. You have far to go. Goodbye. You seem tired, Dawnstar. Make sure you get some rest. Our journey will only get longer, and you've been through a great deal.
Thank you, Sue. I'm fine. I will find time once we have set things right. I won't, but our cause will not wait for us. Thank you both for your concern.
The Scourge associates with nefarious fox spirits, aiding them in their occupation of our once pristine forests in the south.
That's why my men brought you to me. I wanted to finish this personally.
But
Don't even try to make this better. You should have won that fight, Zhang, but you suddenly developed that blind spot, didn't you? Did the glint of silver get in your eye?
Joe, honestly,
You needed something for Twitnit One?
Yes, I need to speak with you in private. It seems Warrior Zhang has decided to retire.
I'm finished here. If you're here to fight, do what they tell you. You couldn't see for yourself? I was just retired from the Imperial arena. Guess my spot in the roster is yours if you want it. Go find Kui the promoter if you think you can fill my shoes. He's always upstairs in the third room over or so, and looking for new blood. I'm taking what I have left from my winnings and leaving.
You? What could you possibly want? You're not here to bet, are you? Betting's only open when there's a match on, and right now, I don't see hundreds of people screaming at me, so I can assume there's no match on. Right now, it doesn't. No match, no bets. That's not so hard, is it? And don't ask how it works when a match is on. I'm not your teacher. Come to think of it, you look a bit strapping. Why not fight instead of talking to me? Qui the promoter's your man if you're interested. He'll be upstairs a few rooms around the circle. Good, you do that. I need all the quiet I can get before the matches start. Have to build it up so I don't go insane when the crowds come.
Welcome! It's always good to see a new face at the counter. If you've got silver to spend, I'll be happy to help you out. I'm known as Thunderous Tauren, and you are my most honored customer right now, so you have all of my attention. You look like a warrior to my eye, probably not fit for the odds and sods the usual patrons might pick up. Stop by again. Miniature Ravager hoods for the kids are coming in any day now. You know you'll want two.
There are rumors flitting about the city that you seek the attentions of the executioners. These rumors come from the palace itself, leaving me intrigued. You are a novice with no standing in the arena. What makes you think you are of any interest to me? I have no instruction to give. If you want to catch my eye, you need to show me that your skills are far beyond the norm. If you were to knock Iron Soldier from his perch as Silver Division champion, I would be impressed. I will be here if you wish to petition me further, but I don't acknowledge anything less than the best. Return when you are worthy, and no sooner.
In 3 years of traveling, I never found a place more lively than the heart of the Empire. It's nice to be back. Always happy to help. What do you need? I was thinking about a story my father once told me. He was a scoundrel, but he could spin a fine yarn when he wasn't robbing caravans. Have you ever heard the tale of the Eternal Companions? The Eternal Companions were a group of warriors that traveled the ancient kingdoms, well before the formation of the Empire. They were said to be giants, to know styles no one could match, to always appear to offer their services to a kingdom when times were worst. What made me bring this up was just a simple thought. Were these companions real people once? Were they just like us? Something tells me they were, but not in the way you'd expect. You know how legends tend to grow in the telling? I think they also absorb other tales as they go. I doubt it. For instance, we have yet to wipe out a rival kingdom. Failing that, I'm a bit shy of 12 feet tall. The point is that when things are wrong, people believe that someone will do something about it. Whether we succeed or not, we are those someones right now. More importantly, you're the someone. You're the real reason we're together. And I worry about how much of this rides on your shoulders. What I'm really trying to say is that we're all with you until this thing is finished. I just hope you can draw some strength from that. Anytime. I hate to wax morbid, but this is serious business. Now, shouldn't you be talking to Dawn Star instead of me? I've seen the way that girl looks at you, and she deserves a little attention.
Ukir okir wo apyair ukir sotibi. Po was so ya Ukayir otonoai ni sun puno asir sun kut. Otonair saga ukir kikir sair no sun. Ukayir otonoai ni sun puno asir sun kut. Oh, was so ya Sisairi furko sair napsan, kir uksairnan. Ona Sunkut no kapir.
How dare you interrupt me? If you must know, I, Lustful Lao, conqueror of the female kingdom, was emanating my yang. It is but one of my many irresistible charms. You don't see my brimming knowledge of the 232 points of pleasure as documented by Menshi Zhao, the salacious scholar? Or that I perform the stretches outlined in the writings of the now disbanded lascivious order of the abbotless monks every morning? If even these simple things are beyond your ken, sir, then Lustful Lao has no time to spare on you.
This is my spot and I'm not moving. Go get your own place.
I was wondering if you'd wander over here to test your luck. It's hard to resist the rattling call of the dice, isn't it? Gambler Daoshin's the name. I run the straightest dice in the Imperial City. I wouldn't want to feed my children with tarnished silver, would I? Good odds and fair play. That's how I keep them coming back. A simple enough game called high-low. You predict how you'll roll against my toss and double your coin if you're right. You'll catch on easily enough, I'm sure. That's what I was waiting to hear. So what'll it be? Will your roll be higher or lower than mine? Aiming under my roll, are ya? I'm happy with that if you are. How confident are you? Let's see how they fall, shall we? Rolling low and winning large. You called it well. What say we try again? That's what I was waiting to hear. So what'll it be? Will your roll be higher or lower than mine? High it is. Let's see how sure you are. How much will you bet? Let's see how they fall, shall we? You called it right. A high roll doubles your wager. What say we try again? You take care of yourself and come back soon to the best game in the city.
Sorry, big boy. I'm not open for business. Judge Fang's got me on his payroll, and he doesn't like me taking customers on the side. Unless you're into something twisted, then he might want to watch. Fang's always looking for some new perversion to make his little soldier stand at attention. Judge Fang's the head of the Ministry of Harmony. He's sitting in the next room with his guards, likes to come and watch the arena fights. The blood and the beatings in the ring get his fever burning for later. Sometimes that bastard takes it out on me. Other times he makes me take it out on him. He doesn't seem to care either way. There are few things more twisted than Judge Fang's idea of a fun night. I hate him. He's a vile, repulsive deviant. He likes to hurt. When things are bad, a man like that leaves scars, emotional and physical. Look, I've been around. I know people do strange and disturbing things behind locked doors. But nothing like this. There's no act too brutal or shameful for Judge Fang. He's into all sorts of things, and he's no stranger to pain. I know that all too well. I've thought about quitting. Every night. But I heard what happened to the last girl who tried to leave Fang. He's not the kind of man you just walk away from. He sees me as a possession. His possession. He's not just going to let me go. He's got the wealth and power to find me wherever I run. I'm stuck with Judge Fang until he's tired of me. I've come to accept that. It's a hard, grim fact, but at least he pays well. Good. Let me rest. I've got a feeling I'm in for a long night tonight.
Intolerable. One more mistake, Queen, and I'll have you retired. Finding someone else is your problem.
But...
Enough! Find a solution and leave me alone.
This is not an appropriate time to... Wait a moment. You have the look of a fighter about you. Those hands, that stance, even your eyes. I'd know that look anywhere. You must be here to join the most glorious contest in the Empire. Isn't it fortunate that Lucky Cho and I were just discussing how this place needs an infusion of new blood?
The fighters here are skilled, but you would fare better than many of them. I hear the winnings are lucrative as well.
Come with me a moment and we'll engagitate in some dissertation about the best decision you'll ever make. This is turning out to be an excellent day, most ostentatious indeed. I apologize if I'm using words beyond your grasp. Very few people can match either the supply or the command of my language. Strong build, good shoulders, not half bad looking either. You've got what it takes to make it in today's arena. The question is, can you fight? Are you worthy of the arena? I say the answer is a clarion and resounding yes. I may not have heard your name before, but you walk like one who has seen many battles. You are indeed mysterious, stranger. What say we get you signed up for the greatest attraction in all the Empire? The arena awaits. Here you fight for silver. Glory is yours for the taking if you value it. The reward starts small, but in the gold division, you could easily retire on your winnings. In fact, our last champion, Raging Ox, did just that. Suddenly up and left to enjoy his winnings, clearing the way for the Ravager to take his place. You'll start low and advance on my say-so, but I can already tell you're going to expel in this place. You'll not languish in the qualifiers for long. You will face the flashing blade of Crimson Kana, the stern resolve of Iron Soldier, and the, troublesome triumvirate of the Sung Brothers. If you defeat these veterans, you will face the Ravager, our newest champion, who tore his way through the divisions to replace the now-retired Raging Ox. Go ask them yourselves if you want to know more. Hapless Hans faced more than a few of them, too, if you want his perspications. That's the spirit of the thing. Now, what name precedes you in your travels? Right, a fine name indeed. But it won't sell, not at all. We need something more memorable for the crowds. Think of something that would sound engaging, ringing down from the rafters. That's how we'll bill you. Silver Phoenix. Silver Phoenix. Conjures up quite an image. Are you certain? Then that is what you shall have. Come and tell me when you're ready for a fight, and I'll get you started. Since you're new, you'll start in the qualifying rounds. The money's small at that level, but it's there. Any other questions? One other thing, you should talk to the other fighters now and then. They will be watching you, and you should get to know them as well.
We're all one big happy family.
You're a big, happy idiot, Han.
As you can see, they always have something to say. For your first match, we'll start you off against a mighty ogre. I'll be watching your style closely to see how you fare. Impress me, and I'll take you to the top. Even our great champions start out against the ogre. Take Raging Ox, who danced around the beast singing drunkenly to earn the crowd's favor, or the Ravager, who defeated him in a single blow. I should take a moment and explain the system we use here. I like to keep things simple and organized. Any other way, and things get more convoluted than the celestial court on the Emperor's birthday. When you're ready for your match, ask me about it, and I'll give you a quick summary of your opponent. I'll be setting up your matches, of course. Various enchantments woven in this place keep the fights from being deadly, but they're no less real. You'll feel the pain if you don't keep your defense up. Are you ready to get started? Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
A new warrior does battle with the Beast. Focus!
That was an impressive beginning. Normally I'd have started you off against something easier, but you practically ooze potential. You've caught the eyes of the other fighters as well. Go ask them if you don't believe me.
That really was a fantastic bout.
Beating the ogre's nothing special. I could have done better bound and blinded.
Sometimes you don't even need to ask. One fight does not make a champion, though. There are many more opponents ahead of you. Let's move on, shall we? Since you held your own against the ogre brute last time, I'm going to try something exciting for the crowd. I've got 4 boys from some school west of the city who've been bothering me for some tougher matches. I'm giving you all of them at once. It'll wow the crowd and teach them a lesson at the same time. Remember to watch your sides and back. Are you ready to get started? Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Four students test their skills against one master.
Heavenly Wave. Longsword.
Those boys won't be back anytime soon. Losing as a group to one opponent would shame a peasant, let alone a student of the martial arts. The crowd's starting to catch on to you. Have you noticed? People like you, and now I'm going to make sure they pay attention. I'm going to have a roughly hewn statue hauled into the ring. I want you to discombobulate it. Destroy the statue quickly enough, and I'll give you a shot at hapless harm. Are you ready to get started? Excellent. Follow me, and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Unyielding stone meets the press of time.
White Demon.
Excellent work. You have bested time itself in destroying that statue. No mean feat, I assure you. I think you're ready to face hapless Han. Show me you're ready for the big time, and I'll make sure you don't have to dance with the children anymore. Are you ready to get started? Excellent. Follow me, and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Can Silver Phoenix surpass Hapless Han and leave the qualifying division?
White Demon.
You dealt with Han very well. I knew you would. All of our professional fighters move past him eventually.
Kui, that will be enough. I bring you a message from my employer, Kailan the Serpent. He is impressed with how far you have come in such a short while. The Serpent wants you to know that he is watching your progress very closely. He is most interested to see how you fare in the Bronze Division. Kui, you may breathe again. That is all I had to say.
Well, that was good, I think. He has a distinct interest in the proceedings here. He is an ex-champion, you see. He retired some time ago, even before Raging Ox, who was the champion before the Ravager. Kailan couldn't leave the arena alone, though. He has become a very important man here with the help of a group called the Guild. The Guild is the organization that controls all of the betting in this place. That gives them considerable sway. It is good that they are happy with your progress. Between us, the Guild is also involved in more illicit activities. They are very sensitive about remaining an open secret. Many know about them, but few acknowledge that fact. Right now is a particularly dangerous time, as one of the leaders of the Guild has recently been inhumed. Kailan sees this as an opportunity. Do not discuss them openly. The Guild has many ears. You may ask some of the others in the arena about them if you wish, but I would not bring it up to just anyone. A wise decision. Very wise. For the sake of your career, I suggest that you limit any questions you have to your fellow fighters.
Well done! That fight was much better than this wine. With all the pure water pouring from the palace, you'd think they might have learned how to make wine that didn't taste like goat piss.
Black Whirlwind, that is you. Are you back to...
No, just here visiting, and making sure nothing happens to your newest fighter.
So you won't be...
No, leave it alone, Kui. You know better than to bring this up. Just mind your business, promoter, and I'll mind mine.
You travel in curious company. Regardless, when you're ready, come talk to me again and we'll discuss your next match. I know him, yes, but I know better than to contravigate his wishes. If you want to talk about it, ask him. I'm staying out of it. What do you need? Do not be gone too long. Kana may well rise to become the Silver Division champion while you're away.
Thawir nis tu kuiruk. Ayer fun. Soir woon. Laka won nawir sawir sonsinoka uk nakir. Narawir woifuir uk sunur. Uksier watuafu ni froto usosawir uktatasir ni ryoki. Wo ifuir uk sunurk danowe na wafta tasiruk. Kitir nonni nikuyo ipierta. Ukir kawuir wo fonir ir karano sakupono. Uksier watuafu froetro soir fuarir nsonsi noka uk frotir nonni. Tir nik puntuir poir noka uk soir takitir nonni. Uksier watuafu froetro soir fuarir nsonsi noka uk frotir nonni. Uktatasir ni ryoki. Ka sisayir na work awukategi. Wo ifuir uk sunurk danowe na wafta tasiruk. Kitir nonni nikuyo ipierta. Wono wiri fuir uk wasafno sisitu. Kwawir ni sisir sisitu kun wano sisitu nik on wipifi. Wo yo wir Shakespeare woso.
You're one of the fighters now, aren't you? Silver Phoenix, was it? Well, there's nothing for you to do here. I take bets, and you don't get to bet when you're a fighter, so push off.
Many people try to break into the Bronze Division and fail miserably. You should be proud of yourself.
You deserve it. It was an honor to face you.
Crimson Kana is the champion of this round. You'll have to face her eventually. Be ready when you do. Now that you have qualified for the Bronze Division, your challenges will be more difficult, but you'll earn greater rewards. The stars themselves need to hear of Silver Phoenix if you're to make it in this division, so I prepared a match to remember. The guards rounded up a group of subhuman things around the great southern forest. We're going to release them into the ring in groups for you. Are you ready to get started? Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
These monsters crave the flesh of man.
That was a good start to the Bronze Division. Those beasts are far stronger than they look. Next, you're going to step into what we call the Pit of Pain. It's not the most original name, I'll admit, but that's 500 years of tradition for you. The arena floor will be set up with ancient magical devices. They will attempt to fry you to a crisp, much to the crowd's delight. Your job is to stay on your feet for the course of the match while they fling deadly projectiles your way. I'd suggest dodging, but that's just me. Are you ready to get started? Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
The Pit of Pain. Only the quick survive its fiery embrace.
Exceptional celery! Now
Your sudden and polite silences are always appreciated, Kui. I'm sure you won't mind if I take a moment to pass a message to Silver Phoenix. Kylon the Serpent has, as promised, been watching you intently. You have impressed him so far, and he is interested to see how you fare in your next match. The Serpent foresees your victory in the next match, and he has backed his prediction with Silver. He sincerely hopes that his faith in your skills was not misplaced. That is all. If you will excuse me, I have some people who need to be spoken to.
Ah, well, I'm certain that won't be a problem for you. Did you have a question for me? Ah, yes, your next fight. There's been a bit of a change in plans. Not that it will affect you too much, of course. It's all part of the traditions of the arena, you see. I have word that you're going to be facing a fighter specially chosen from the guild, you see. As soon as you're ready, you'll be facing him instead of a normal match. I was originally thinking that you'd done well enough to face Crimson Kana for the Bronze Division Championship. Things change when the guild's involved, though. The guild's the organization that controls the betting here. That's not all, though. Kylon the Serpent has a lot of influence here as well. I have to bow to certain pressures. I don't like it that much, but smart men don't voice that opinion too loudly. Not around here. I'm certain it will be a small thing. Best to just finish it now. Are you ready to get started? Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Yeah!
Many of you are asking yourselves why the Serpent would return to the ring. Am I not retired? Yes! But does that mean I do not care about your entertainment? No! We've all seen the flawless technique of the soaring star that is Silver Phoenix. Now, it is time to put these aptly demonstrated skills to the test. And so, the Serpent gives you a real spectacle. Have your silver handy to place your wagers. I give you Evil and Terror incarnate.
White Demon.
That was an exceptional fight. I haven't seen demons in the ring before. No one questions your skills. That is why you were allowed to fight that beast. I'm convinced that you deserve a shot at Crimson Kana. Your victory has sealed the deal. That reminds me, I was asked to instruct you to talk with Lucky Cho before your next match. He didn't say, and when I asked, he gave me that glare of his. Go, speak with him now. The sooner you do, the sooner I can return you to the ring.
I always wanted to see the back rooms of this place. Frankly, I expected them to be seedier.
I don't know you, but you're in here, so I know you're not common street trash. I hope for your sake that you have enough silver to warrant my time. You're not half bad for a man. You're in my good books as long as you have the silver to stay there. Sweet Poison Lynn's my name, and I trade in rarities of a magical nature. I guarantee I have something you need. Magical enhancements and knowledge. Have a look at my wares and see for yourself.
Before you face Kana, I'd like to present you with a mutually beneficial arrangement. Fortunately for you, my employer, Kailan the Serpent, has a vested interest in your success against Kana. This is Sweet Poison Lynn, a master of the Toxican arts. Sweet Poison, standing before you is Silver Phoenix, the one we discussed.
Your introductions are unnecessary, Cho. I know this one personally. I trust you'll consider this discussion private and potentially very beneficial.
Crimson Kana's rise to Brown's Division champion has been good for business, but she has become troublesome of late. She believes that the Serpent runs the arena with little concern for honor, and she's right. The problem is that she cares. The Serpent and I believe that Kana needs to be stopped. We want you to replace her as the Bronze Champion.
It should be a simple matter to slip a slow-acting but extremely deadly poison into Kana's drink before the match. I would say you would be unable to lose this match unless you were to drop dead yourself. What could be easier? When Cho approached me regarding this matter, I felt that it might be in the best interests of the Greater Guild if I were involved.
If you accept, the Guild will cover half of Lynn's usual fee. The remaining cost would be roughly half of your winnings from defeating Kana. If you're that sure, why are we still talking? You want to cheat for the thrill?
Quick ears, Lucky Cho. Quick enough to catch what you missed, at any rate. I will reduce my rate for this one.
Fine. Only 1/4 of your winnings will be deducted, if you accept, that is. Will you go ahead with this? Do you have the will to take your advantage? If that is your choice, then so be it. You may deal with Kana on your own. I strongly advise you not to bring this up to anyone. I hope my point speaks for itself.
From what I've gathered, the bribes flowing from this place would make telling the officials useless. But what if we told Kana herself?
Our business is concluded. It is time for you to leave.
Ukir kawuir wo fonir ir karanos sa kupono. Sayer uyufwis patuye? Uksayer kunni kakno aku kwawir fuisir aku fagita. Uksayer caritas fonir sisayer ir furk tatasir ir karanos sa kupono. Uksier wa toafu ni froto usosawir, uktatasir ni ryoki. Wonawiri fuiro, tarir, noka sisayir na workurktanti. Aka wo nawir sawir sonsinoka uknapir. Narawir woifuir uk sunurk. Wo sayer pinir sokart ayawir. Wo sayer pinir sokart ayawir.
I want to hear that you're ready for your next fight. What do you need? Until the guild stepped in, I was ready to give you an attempt at the bronze division for your last match. Now it's time. Are you ready to face Crimson Kana, the finest sword this august arena has seen in 5 generations? Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Silver Phoenix stands to take control of the bronze division from Crimson Kana.
Stone Immortal. Yeah. White Demon. Paralyzing power. White Demon. Spirit Beat. Longsword. Heavenly Wave. Focus. Stone Immortal. White Demon. Oh, do not resist!
Kana's winning streak has been broken at last. I don't know if you've heard, but Kana has proclaimed that the first fighter who extriciates her from her championship will learn the secrets of her technique.
Wo sayer pinir sokart ayawir.
When you walk the streets and hear your name among the crowds, be sure that your ego does not swell like the body of 11 gaping maw, god of inopportune gluttony.
Wo sawayer noka ukraproni apawafa sonsiyer tuyer. Wo nikfra fo wo sawier kwamba. Ukwiro ni sayer tatasiyer yu, wo nawir siyer fu ni winyanakan. Sata kwa wir ni wo sawir sawawira suyer cook. Wo sawayer noka ukraproni apawafa sonsiyer tuyer. Wo ifuyer uk sunurk danowe na wafta tasiyeruk. On we pifir. Ono wiri fuiro tarir noka sisayer na workur ktanti. Wo sawayer noka ukraproni apawafa sonsiyer tuirwo. Wo sayer pinir sokart ayawir. Tier nik puntuir poer noka uk. Sayer takitir noni.